Alright, cause I'm back! What's up, how are you doing today? So in this video, man, we're gonna do a priority list about which characters you should level up to 20 on the link slots, right? Of course, these advices and everything is only gonna be useful to you if you want to try hard every single content in the game and you want to farm every material as fast as possible, right? Maybe you are new to the game and you don't really know which characters are the best or like how you should do these things, if you know what I mean. But before I even show you anything on any topics that I want to talk about in this video, man, I highly suggest level 20 in a character only if you like them, right? If you don't like the gameplay, if you don't like to use them at all, and you absolutely can't stand that unit, don't do the level 20 treatment just because you're gonna get, you know, your materials faster with that character, because eventually you will have to use that unit anyway. So like, you know, you're gonna waste your materials, you're not really gonna enjoy the gameplay and shit, and eventually you're gonna quit the game, if you know what I mean. Only take these advices, you know, if like you kind of want to invest into your time to try harding and shit, right? If that's the case, definitely the video is gonna be helpful to you, right? Other than that, just if you like a character that much, maybe that's your favorite character, even if it's a useless unit, it's gonna be worth to T20 them, just because you like to play with them, and that's all alone worth it, right? So let's get to the list that I want to show you guys. Okay, so first of all, I highly think that the most important characters to level them up to level 20 on the link slots are the link slot characters by alone. Just because these characters will allow you to clear the content faster, to help out most of the lobbies, and eventually you can invest into other characters as well, right? The faster you farm, the better, theoretically, right? Keep that in mind, super potion characters on the list are indicated with the 6-star border. These super potion characters are gonna give you normal potions and super pass as well. So theoretically, these are the best characters to invest into, because you can use them in like 2 or 3 different game modes, depending what you like to play. IZ, ER, and IT as well, right? So if you have these super potion characters, you don't really even have to invest into the other units. If you don't, that's why I have them here, right? As long as you have one unit from every single color, I think you're gonna be solid enough. Even if it's gonna be Kabachi, even if it's gonna be Riruka, which are like kind of the worst units on this list, and Momo as well, she's pretty bad as well. If these characters are gonna be in your roster and you don't have anything else, it's still better than nothing, because at the end of the day, all it's gonna matter to clear that content fast and efficiently, right? But again, it's not mandatory to max out all of these units on anything like that. Just choose one, preferably the super pot characters, but since they are hard to accumulate, hard to get, because none of them are premium units, you know, just like choose anyone that you like, choose anyone that you feel like you want to play with or anything like that. And it's highly suggested to like invest into like every single color, right? If you don't know what the character colors are, the shadows are gonna indicate which characters are holding which attributes, right? For this example, the top row is blue, the bottom row is heart, right? I mean purple, right? So they are hard characters. The next thing is that if it's necessary on your account to maximize your grind on the droplets, all of these characters on the screen are drop characters, right? This is not the priority tier list number 2 or anything like that. This is just like if you want, right? If you want, it's good to know which characters are giving you droplets. Some of these characters are gonna give you 17% of a specific color of droplet. Some of these characters are gonna give you 30, right? The same thing is applied here. The shadows are indicating which color is the character, right? And chads, if you don't know, these chads are gonna be for every single color. You can get them from Senkaimon, and that's kinda it. I'm not really gonna drag this topic outright. If it's necessary to maximize your grind on the droplets, you can invest into some of these units, right? If you know what I mean. The next priority, in my opinion, is always to prioritize one of the best characters for every single attribute, right? The characters are not in order. Maybe some of them are, but that's kind of just like a coincidence, or that's how I put them here. But generally, I just wanted to put like 3 really good characters, you know, for every single attribute on the screen. This is always gonna change, right? So I'm just like putting some random, really good characters on the screen right now. If you have one of these, right, for every single attribute, you should work on them. For an example, the reason why you should work on the Shinji, because, you know, he can be used in like almost every single guild quest into the game, right? He's perfect for all autoing, he's fantastic in arena. He can be somewhat solid in brave battles as well, into like 4th or 5th seat if you don't have other options. Same applies to Aizen as well. Ichigo is fantastic still up to this day. Lisa is absolutely busted. You never know when this shit is gonna change, right? All of these characters on the screen are gonna have something really good, and they are used in most of the content in the game, right? That's why I included them here. But this is like just a general idea that always prioritize characters on the second, you know, after you're done with the link slots and shit, that are actually good to play with. They are solid, they can be used in most of the content, and that's about it, right? That's about it. Why not? Of course, it's logical to work on characters which are super good, right? This can be changed in my personal opinion, but depending on what type of player you are, maybe you want to prioritize first the guild quest, or maybe you want to prioritize the brave battles, right? I think personally that you should make your brave battle team well built, so you don't really have to worry about the team, you know, in the future that much, right? So if you have one of these characters, or even older options can be solid, like Green Yamamoto, like Power, OG Kenpachi, like some of like these units like Fierce Battle Ikaku, Can't Fear no Itora, you know, I just put some good brave battle characters on the screen. But if you have these units, or you have like at least one of them or anything like that, make a brave battle team for yourself and make those characters level 20, work on them as much as possible, so you don't really have to worry about that thing in the future. And you can always cash out, you know, by the end of the week with the brave battle medals if you have good characters, so why not, right? Why not? It's gonna be an auto function anyways. And it's not like Guild Quest when like every single week, every single phase is changing always, right? If you don't want to prioritize on the Brave Battle characters, I think Guild Quest should be the next, right? Guild Quest should be the next. And for the Guild Quest, bro, you have a lot of characters. I'm not even gonna include them in here because like every phase has an insane amount of options. Not like insane, but like still, there are a lot of characters, right? If you know what I mean. Sometimes the boss colors are changing as well. So this week, this character is better, whatever. And if the list wasn't informative enough, you can always just do one thing for yourself. If you have maxed out already some of the link slot potion characters in the game, right? If you have maxed out some of the broken units like Aizen, Ichigo, Fifth Anibiakia, some of these characters like Toki, whatever, you get the point. You can always do this thing. The album function in the game is really valuable to like use it as much as you can, because you can see everything that you kinda want to see, right, about a unit. Except for like the strong attack magnifications, but that's kinda it, you know? Besides that, you can see everything, dude, even if you don't have the character, right? So I highly suggest, if you have done these things that I have said before, right? The next thing you should do, man, the next thing you should do is to like prioritize every single attribute and every single killer in the game. I know it kind of sounds, you know, whatever, right? Because like some killers are way better than the others, some killers are not even for PvE or anything like that, but having great units for every single killer at the game, for every attribute, are gonna increase your account value by a lot. Even if you're working on a human killer character or a spada killer character or stun ritter or anything like that, that's gonna help you in Senkaimon, right? Future towers are always coming out. Even the current towers are somewhat hard if you don't have like, you know, these technically slapped on characters, you know, which like no one uses, like I don't know, like Blue Ginjo for an example, still kinda hard. And that's why it's highly suggested to like go over with the Soul Reaper, you know, start off, bro, just start off from first to last, right? Green Soul Reaper killer. Let's just check it out, right? Do you have a character by 2020 which is actually good for Soul Reaper killer, right? Next thing, dude, if you have that shit already, go with Captain, right? You never know, maybe you need it for GQ. Like next thing, right? You can always do these things. But keep that in mind, if you don't want to like max out characters to 20s, only specifically for like Espada, Stern Ritter, Human, Squad Zero, these things, right? These, you know, not that insanely good killers, right, for PvE, you can always just do the main things, right, like Soul Reaper, Hollow, Arankar, and No Affiliation. These 4 killers, if you have one unit for every single color, for every single of these killers that I mentioned, you're GG's, bro. You're GG's, like literally. But that unit has to be really good, right? That unit has to be really good with some of the best abilities or some of the, most usable kits in the game, if you know what I mean. But use the album function. You can find everything that you want. Increase drop to drop, right? Let's go, let's get it. You're gonna find what you need. Increase link slot potions, whatever, and so on, right? So on. And that's about it, man. That's about it. If you are gonna, like, this is literally the last thing that you should do. Maxing a character to 20s for every single killer in the game on every single attribute, right? That's the last thing, but it's not that mandatory or anything like that. But that's kind of it, man. I hope the guide was informative enough. Maybe sometimes I was like misspelling words. Maybe sometimes I didn't really like express myself correctly or anything like that. Still, hopefully it's gonna help the people that are in need. And you know the vibes, man. If you like the content, feel free to sub to the channel because it helps me out a lot. And at the same time, you're not gonna miss these videos, right? Have a wonderful day / night wherever you are. Take care, much love, and bye-bye.